Stream Team is a collaboration of multiple very engaged audio-visual production scholars who get together to bring these events that not everybody's able to attend.
We started a stream concept years ago. Actually, the first thing that we ever live streamed was an announcement with a former student. And she did the daily announcements instead of over the phone on a live stream. And that kind of showed us that we could do it. And then we decided to take it from there. Actually, it was dormant for about a year until the very end of last year. I pulled out a lot of this stuff again, and I went with 3 other scholars to my sister's school, Uplift Pinnacle, and we live streamed their graduation, and we live streamed a spelling bee, which was a lot of fun. And so that sort of showed us that not only is this like viable, but it's mobile and we could take it somewhere. And then this year, it just sort of exploded.
Our very first one was very like rudimentary, very crude. We started off with 2 just like camcorders wired into just like the computer, and then we sort of evolved. We got a third camera. We just got new technology. We got nicer cameras. Then we got like a whole like monopod system, and like they became wireless, so we could move anywhere we wanted in the gym.
So we started with volleyball games, and after we sort of showed that we could do it, we actually invested some money into it, and now we have cameras that are wireless and can stream wirelessly, things that actually like look good. Our people that are part of the stream team are figuring out how to do and how to shoot certain events, whatever that event might be, whether it's a volleyball game or basketball game or even like a town hall. The reason why we do it, I think, is to showcase things that aren't normally seen.
It's really also just about the community and like building school spirit. It's about like people sort of like feeling involved in like their sports, because I think a lot of like sports games, since our gym is so small, a lot of them don't happen here.
And honestly, I'm super impressed that basically both of these things are scholar ran at this point. So the stream team, when I'm coaching, I don't even get to touch any of it. Like, it's completely scholar ran. And that's really cool to see, like really impressive what our kids can do.
We're the ones behind the cameras, sort of like putting these things on the internet so that parents, friends, and like just people interested can watch it and like be a part of the experience without necessarily having to like be there. So we have a director, that's myself, and I'm just in charge of like what the people at home see. So I'm the one who's controlling like which camera's live.
Our cameramen are connected through walkie-talkie to our director who sits at the computer, and he or she can kind of say like, hey, this is the shot that we need, go and get it.
And they're just in charge of like what I see. So they're the cameras and they're moving back and forth, they're tracking the action, and without them, like this wouldn't really be possible.
The last position then is the broadcaster, the person speaking.
It becomes more of a human experience, more of like a spirit-focused experience. Like someone is like you're at the game and someone's next to you and you guys are just cracking jokes. Go to youtube.com, look up Uplift Luna, where you should be the first thing that comes up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and that bell button to get the notifications.
performance artists in the back, please make your way to your seats. Edward, please make your way to helping me with this mic being told. Everybody can take a seat. We're going to start our stage performance in just a moment. Edward. Okay. Yes. All right. My name is Mrs. Fakta. I teach visual arts at one of many of our arts teachers. We want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and supporting the arts event. The fact that we have like almost every chair filled right now is really amazing. This year we're doing things a little bit differently than we did last year. So this year we focused on art that has the artist's body present in the work. So you saw some pieces, teenage consumption, which is not about teenage alcoholic consumption. It was apple cider, I think, or something like that. Their pieces are looking at how technology impacts their everyday life. We had a lot of kids be really brave and step out of the box to create such personal and unique work. So let's give all of our walkthrough performance artists a round of applause. Yes, we've got so much energy. So this is kind of coming from Mrs. Garcia and myself. Ms. Garcia is in the back. Everyone give her a round of applause. Yay! This year, instead of doing a longer play, we are basically throwing like a mini talent show. And we have some scholars that are performing extremely personal monologues. If you've ever had etiquette, right, this is the time to re-practice that, and we need to make sure we're not texting during the show, that you're not having side conversations, and that you can really just like provide a nice, calm, supportive environment. It's possible that at times some of them may like pause, it might be, it might take them a moment to move on, but this is a safe space, and we can all just support all of our artists that are coming up. That would be amazing. So let's get on with it, and yeah, so first up, I want to introduce to you Ebony Haynes, who is going to introduce our improv troupe to you. Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Ebony. I'm part of the Uplift Improv team doing Mission Improbable. And now I'm going to introduce our members. Yuri, come up. We play a series of games, and our first game of the night will be called Good, Bad, and Ugly. And essentially, it's an advice game which I will need audience participants to help in. And so the way this works, there's good advice, bad advice, and ugly advice. And one of you guys will need to give us a question that you need advice on, and then we will have our advice panelists give you answers to those questions. So which one of you brave people have a question that you need advice on? Don't see it. This game is back to you. Thank you.
Is Christmas presents important?
Mine is, yes. Christmas presents are important. Advice panelists, are Christmas presents important?
Well, Christmas is about the spirit of, it's about the spirit of family, being together. So if Christmas presents are your way of showing that, no matter how expensive they are, yes, I'm going to be a sport for Christmas. It's all about the spirit of like being together. So if presents are how you do that, then go for it.
No. Christmas presents are not important because no one really loves you and no one ever will.
Wrong. Christmas presents are extremely important. I don't care who those presents, you better ask for the most expensive thing on earth. Heck, ask for the moon for Christmas.
And there you have it. Anyone else has a question? Oh, Christy knows. Our very own teacher.
How should I propose to my girlfriend?
Propose to his girlfriend, advice fellas.
I see you, you sly dog. Here's my advice to you. Take her out on a nice date. Get her flowers, whatever her favorite flower may be. And get her one that's fake, okay? And then tell her that, propose to her, right? And then tell her that you will love her until the last rose or flower dies. And obviously, one of them is going to be fake, right? So it's going to last for an eternity.
Grow up here and just do it already.
Alright, first, you gotta get drunk. I mean really drunk. Like, most of your blood's gonna be alcohol by now. And then what you gotta do is leave and never come back.
I just want to say that I think that was the best proposal. We have time for one more question. Maybe people, anyone else have a question they need advice on? I see you.
How do I quit my job?
And at least you know how to get fired. Advice fellas, how should this man get his job?
Okay, so first, you gotta start looking for some other jobs. Make sure you have, and like start saving up, save enough money, so if you're gonna work for a little while, you're good. And so then you have more opportunities going out, and you just talk to us, and you're just like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work out for me, could you please give me a recommendation letter for this other?
That's how nerds do it. Okay? Here's my advice for you. If you want to be real gangster and do it, just do the most stupidest things on that job. Like, if you work at McDonald's or something, stuff the burgers with fries and oil.
Both of you are lame. So here's what you do. You want a good job, right? So here's what you do. You be an absolute jackass to your boss on the last day. And then as you walk into his office, you double flip him a bird and say, screw you, I'm leaving.
So, this next game is a game we call Party Words. And it's a game where we have a random host and he invites people to his party. He doesn't know who these people are. He doesn't know what's wrong with them. But there is something very wrong with them. So we're going to have our host go backstage and I'm going to have audience members pick out a characteristic for our actors whom the host will have to guess throughout the duration of the party. Anyone like to go? I'm going to get you. You're up here. So here we have an astronaut. We have a drunken soap opera star. And we have a dog trainer who treats everyone like a misbehaving dog. Dog trainer.
Okay, Timmy, it's your birthday party. I hear you made some friends on the internet. Let's see who you are. I mean, you won't have them for much longer because you know the whole net neutrality thing, but you know that's all going to work itself out. Alright, hopefully it'll be here soon with such drinks and such. Cheers.
Knock, knock! Knock! Knock, knock, knock! Knock! What? I seem to be on a strange planet. Far away in the galaxy. Who? You can play it. Tell me, who are you?
My name is Jeff. This is my son Timothy. It's his birthday party. You signed up to a teacher. You are to.
Oh, yes, yes, I know the mistake. You're cute. Hello, Timothy.
I don't have any money. This is a children's party.
You play for it.
Tim, right? No. No. Why would you do this to a child?
Check for injuries after she's sitting up. Again.
My last show was horrible.
I hope there's a big reasonable one here. This planet. I didn't know office or sun over here on this planet. Go ahead. Sounds like
Come on, boy. He never likes his leash. Come on.
I wouldn't like it either. I'm a pretty human.
Here's rock. Here's rock.
I swear I had a potty train.
Okay, can you please not sit on Timmy?
Real training.
I guess you can call it that.
You seem to be flying only a few romantic.
You know, you really shouldn't let your dog in the living center.
I know. Look, I'm sorry.
I need a glass.
You sat on Timothy.
I need a glass.
I know you're a failed opera singer, but you need to get a better day job. I'm sorry. This is not working out for you. Please get out of my house.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You have a really talkative dog.
I guess you could say that.
Quite the character there, you know, just coming up here, seeing.
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from a distant planet, which you may not have heard of, but it's called Earth. See, I crashed in here, you know, a couple weeks ago, but
Your dog's not adventurous that much.
I can imagine.
I explored the cosmos, searching for secrets lie.
Well, I'm sorry. I need you to go back to your base. I mean, you never left it. I'm sorry that the astronaut thing's not working out for you, but maybe you can go on a job or cafe waiting.
Which is a part-time job, too.
You call my son a dog.
Yes, I did.
And I know you think everyone's a dog, but that is not how you treat a child.
But he's a dog. I can't help it.
I know you think everyone's a dog, but they're not.
He's a bad dog.
Don't talk about my son like that. You know my house, sir. Get out.
I'm trying.
Get backstage.
Okay, up next we're gonna have monologues from 3 individuals.
direction. I couldn't believe my aunt, the only person in my family that was really close to me, had died. I found out she was sick on my birthday, but I didn't know it was that bad. We had plenty jokes. We always did what we wasn't supposed to do, and we always had a good time. One day she had asked me to do her hair, and I said I would. I didn't know how to do hair at the time. But I had watched the movie the night before, named The Color Purple, so I decided to do a hairstyle from there. So when I had finished, she had asked me, "Dee, why you put this old folks hairstyle in my hair? I know I'm old, but I don't want to look like you." And we laughed so hard that day. She was the only grown person in the family that would ever watch cartoons with me and my cousin. Yes, cartoons, Bubble Cookies, Finding Nemo, and everything. And she would tell us when we missed the show what happened. She would tell us her favorite part. We had a bond that could never be broken. I always talked to her about what I wanted to do in life, what I had crushes on, and people that just made me feel some type of way. And we had gotten a fight before she had died. Wow. My mama told me that she accepted my apology before she died, but I didn't believe it. For a couple of months, I was depressed. I didn't do anything. I didn't play basketball or nothing. But after a while, I finally got over it and just told myself, never go to sleep knowing you got in a fight with somebody and didn't solve it that day, because something could happen.
Hi, my name is Tia. I'll be portraying the monologue from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Hey, you know what? You ain't gotta do nothing. Not now, you feel? Hey, it ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm be sitting up every night asking my dad and mom come home, you know? Who needs it? Hey, she wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basketball, but I learned, didn't I? I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I, Uncle Phil? I learned how to fight water, I learned how to drive, I learned how to shave. I had 14 great birthdays for her, and she never sent me a damn car. The hell with her! You know what? I'm gonna get through college with her. I'm gonna give you a job. I'm gonna marry you a wonderful husband, and I'm gonna have a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better mother than she ever was. Cause that damn thing, she can ever kiss me, but I love my kid. I know she gonna love me. Thank you.
Up next is Esmeralda with dance she created. Okay, next year we'll be singing All of Me.
What would I do without your smile? Drawing me in, you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm a young natural mystery ride, and I'm so busy, don't know why, but I'll be alright. My head is underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause I need love's all you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you cry, you're beautiful too. But what is beating you down, around, forever removes? You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, ringing in my head for you. My head is underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, I don't take a song enough, risking
Up next is Adam performing Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Go Ellum!
When
Okay, up next we actually have 3 monologues this time.
Natalie, you hurt me, but now I know not to trust anyone so easily. You used me because you knew I would do anything for a friend. You made me do all the little things for you. I did whatever you wanted to do. I was afraid to say something because I didn't want to leave you. I remember the first time I had the courage to stand up to you. I was fed up with you bossing me around. But you expected me to forgive you, and I did. I remember one day I could tell something was wrong. And God didn't want to tell me what was going on. So I told y'all, damn it, tell me already. And you said, me and Santiago are dating. My heart dropped. I felt an overwhelming amount of sadness and anger. I knew I had to let go of the past. It hurt me. Even though I smiled, I kept seeing y'all together. I would ask myself, what did I do wrong? I would have so many suicidal thoughts, and I would even cry myself to sleep some nights. One day, my friend Jocelyn told me, you were spreading rumors about me backstabbing the guys. So I went up to the guys and I asked them, are y'all mad at me because y'all have been avoiding me lately? And they said, yeah. So I went up to Ricky and I asked him, what did I do wrong? He said, oh, so we're not good enough for you? Or we only hang out with you because we like you? I said, no, who told you that? In the back of my mind, I knew it was you. I went up to you and I told you, I'm sick of your nonsense. I'm sick of your drama. What did I ever do to you? Tell the guys what you said was a lie. So you did. You cleared it up. You still had Santiago deeply in love with you, and my friends still hated me. My life started to fall apart piece by piece. First, I lost my self-control. Then I lost my trust, not just in you, but in everyone. I always thought I was the bad guy. I learned to forgive, but never forget. Yeah, you might have hurt me, but I have to move on and not hold a grudge. I also learned never to trust anyone so easily because you never know when they're going to turn against you and use your own secrets to backstab you. Take it from me, I learned it the hard way, but now I speak my mind and I'm not afraid of losing a friend because now I live a happy life and no one can bring me down. Yeah.
You won't let me love you. You betrayed me. You left me with distress and despair. It was early in the morning, maybe around 5 or 4. He had not come home. My mom decided to call him, and she did. I went downstairs to get some food for my aunt. We wanted her to make food for the family. We heard yelling upstairs. It was my mom. Me and my aunt went to go check on her. We ran upstairs as super fast as we could. Little did we know that my mom was on the phone and my dad had picked up. I didn't know what to do. So what I did is went in my room. I can hear my mom yelling. I can hear my aunt yelling. I cried. I cried and cried every single time, every single hour. I noticed what happened. I was sad. I was just disappointed. I was distressed. It was now 7 in the morning. He had come home. I went downstairs with tears in my eyes. I told him, "Why did you do that? Why did you do this to this family? You were perfect just the way you were." He didn't say anything. It's already been 3 years since this incident happened. I forgave him for it. My family forgave him. I became the little daddy's little girl. I love my dad. He's important to me. And he'll always be there. All that I know, and what I'm honest to say, is just, I'm glad I made it through this bumpy road.
I decided to move from my mom's place to go live with my papi. This was my papi's idea, but I made the decision to go. On the other hand, I was filled with excitement, but I also never lived with him before. So my inner core was extremely nervous. When I arrived there, I was in a whole new environment. I had a whole new room, I had a whole new system, and a whole new school. But Christmas 2010 is when me and my older sister, Jenny, began to start hanging out. And after I got situated at the school and at my papi's, it was already known for me to make plans with Jenny and her husband Chris for the weekend or even after school. I was only 11 and Jenny was my best friend. She still is, and her husband is a close second. But one day I was hanging out at Jenny's and we led into the conversation getting our nails done. Chris, overhearing us, instantly left and shortly returned with a small package. This nail set has the package. It came with everything. It came with the acrylic powder, the nail tip, the nail glue, and even that Joe thingamabob. That day we spent hours doing our nails. We had the music blasting and we ate numerous amounts of healthy snacks as we created our masterpiece. Later that day, the final product was complete, though they were not perfect. She loved them. Early on a Saturday morning, I began packing. Guess what? For a weekend at Jenny's. I'm over here counting my stuff. Got my PJs. Got some playing cards. Extra clothes. All good. No. My toothbrush. Alright, now we're all set. She picks me up from my dad's, and we're off. We began our movie night with a fresh meal in front of us. And in that moment, I realized I love being here with them. No matter where I am or what I'm doing, I always know I'm going to be safe with her. And together, I was so happy. But before I knew it, it was New Year's Eve. And I would have to go back with my mom soon. I was put in to make a decision who to live with. My mom or my dad. No child should have to choose between their parents, no matter how much you love them both. It's a decision you can't make. Even though they did not intentionally need them to feel that way, I did. So I call my mom and I tell her I'm going to stay with Papi and I will return for high school. And it was high school.
And I still continue to go visit my sister because we will always have that special sister connection. And I will always continue to visit her in the future.
Up next, we have the improv group performing another piece.
Hi, we're back. We're not back because you're probable. We're back. The first game we'll be playing for you, well, technically it's a third game. We have two more games for you guys. This is the top sportscasters, and everyone knows what a sportscaster's like. You know, they watch games. They're overly enthusiastic. They make the smallest things seem like the biggest of deals. And we have two of our members who are going to do that exact same thing, but for an everyday activity. So I need someone just to call out a normal everyday activity, and remember, just because you do it every day doesn't mean it's normal.
Riding a line bike. Riding a line bike.
Doing your makeup, I heard that one and I like it. Sportscasters.
Subject today.
Yeah, Mom. I'll call you later. No, I'm not coming home tonight. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Sportscasters. We are
Extreme Edition!
Extreme, man.
You forgot the intro.
Extreme! Extreme! How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to be sportscasting. What are we doing today?
We are watching. No,
We're not watching.
we are commentating.
Comments.
And expertly.
Commentating.
Yes. Commentating.
That's really loud.
Wow. Alright. So, we're going to be commentating on makeup. Putting on makeup.
Makeup. Wow.
Get excited because this is going to be great forecasting. Alright. Now, we see a fellow drag. We see a drag queen.
Drag. My turn.
And he's putting on his makeup.
Whoa. Man, he's really into it today.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, I mean, I can learn something from this guy.
He's going to put on the foundation first.
That's a guy.
It's a good thing I know a little about makeup beforehand. Otherwise, I could be completely lost. So, he's putting on his foundation, and it looks great. Now,
Man, this is extreme, man. Like, this is stuff I've never seen, only on TV, man.
Oh, he's using new techniques.
Techniques?
This is the only local radio station.
This is out of this world. Like, how does he do this? Like, he has all the makeup, he has the whole makeup kit, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Like all the stuff.
Yes, indeed. He has everything.
She. That's a she?
She.
It's a she?
She with regard to she.
Oh.
Her.
Okay. No, Mom, get off the air.
All right.
She's doing whatever. Like, oh my gosh, this is great. And like, she has that puffy ball thing that they use to make it look a whole different place.
Yeah. Exactly. What he said.
I'm sorry. Well, she like, this is just wow. Like, she looks like a whole different color. Like, she was white, now she's brown.
Oh man, this is getting interesting. She's changing colors.
Wow. Like, she put a whole, like, a contact in, and now she's gluing on eyebrows. Wow. How did I do that? Like, can't you have your own eyebrows?
It's for the special way and look.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start doing that.
I might cry.
Wow. It's like, this is just amazing. Like, how does she does this? How does she do's? Man. It just makes perfect. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, practice! All right, now.
Yeah, man, like, this is just amazing. Wow, the things I've learned today, you can never get this from a book.
Oh man, experiencing the yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us for a great podcast.
Back to Channel Me. And so we have one more game for you guys tonight, and this one is called The Dating Game. Hello hopefully Mr. Miller, if you aren't any of these characters up here, they all get taken down in class. But, so in this little thing, we have a list of well-known characters and or celebrities that I will ask 3 audience members to pick. I will be the bachelorette, so I won't know who y'all pick, but I will go backstage and Kylie will come up and tell you who's who. And then I'll come out and have to guess, you know, which one I want to take. So I'll let the audience members pick one.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Kylie's Looking for Love. Donald Trump. We have Mickey Mouse. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Go, girl. And now we will have our Bachelorette. Oh my gosh. Never, no, okay. I shot my shot. What?
I feel like such.
What?
Give me this mic. I feel like such a lucky woman today. Oh, these nice contestants.
Do you have any questions you'd like to ask our contestants? What?
Question.
What?
I live a very expensive lifestyle, so I want to know how much money, not how much. What do you do for work?
What do you do for work?
I lead Santa's sleigh with my beautiful red nose.
Wow. That's my type.
I think I'll go to the next guy.
What do you do?
Children's of homes unexpectedly.
What do you do?
I make America great again. That's what I
I'm nervous now. Anything else you'd like to ask our beautiful candidates?
Guys, crazy! I'm not into beast stealing. I don't want to date a freaking reindeer.
What are you talking about? Can you say that?
I'm not getting
What?
Rudolph the Red
What?
Reindeer. I'm not.
What'd you say? Mike check.
What do you take me for? What kind of game show?
Rejection. I know how it feels, man. What? What? What'd you say?
Literally will kill your own ass.
Backstage, baby, man.
What are 3 words your friends would use to describe you?
3 words. What?
Small. Small. Squeaky. Squeaky.
Dangerous. What was that last word, man? Happy. Oh, wow. What? Mike check. What?
My friends would describe me if I had any. Rich, and stupid.
Last word again, what? That's all we got for you, man. Any more questions? You beautiful woman. Oh my gosh.
Not here for you.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to date Mickey Mouse over here. I think he's a little past my age range. You know, he got to go.
Was that rejection? Oh my god, that's rejection, man. You can always go back to your dogs, bro. I will eat your children. Undercover, bro, come on.
I have one more question for our remaining contestants.
What?
Are you
What'd you say?
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure you're really rich?
Are you sure you're really rich?
I'm so rich that I don't live in the White House. I live in my tower, watching the wall being built.
That's silly things, bro.
have my answer. Melania did it for many, so will I. I'm marrying Trump.
I'm sorry. She's found love, and I'm still alone. That's why I'm gonna go off here in like 3 years, bro. Thank you, everyone. I mean, just so you know, there's always room for a talk. That was a joke, bro.
Okay, up next is Ahmed and his friends for a dance piece.
Ladies, we present you all
Next up is Norma with her own rhythm piece.
Hi everybody, hope everybody's having a good night. I have a rhythm piece that's really personal to me, so if I stutter or anything, just like no. Dear Mom, since I was younger, a question in my life was, is, and always will be, where were you born? Mom, being the witty person you are, you told me to say, I was born in a hospital. And you know, it's true, I was born in a hospital. I know you're afraid of what people will say. I know you're afraid for me. When you're on the news so often, you get a little numb to this idea of judgment and unpredictability. You begin to question your own person and being and what your name means, what your name means other than another burden to your president's agenda. I'm sorry for the times I have yelled at you. I'm sorry for the times I told you that you could have made my life easier if I was born here with my siblings. I'm sorry for the times I've allowed my anger to fog the effort you put into me. A birth certificate has brought me a lot of frustration in my life, but has also given me a lot of dedication. It's frustrating me because I see people complain about spending their summers and breaks in Mexico as if it were a weight on their being. And I am constantly craving to see my grandmother. It has frustrated me because I am constantly torn between flags. My hands are stained with green, red, and white, and evil on my back. But I have indulged in the rich red, blue, and white with stars across my eyes. I don't remember the place I was born. I had my first birthday here. I'm sorry. I'm a crybaby, I'm sorry. I had my first birthday here, all the way up until my 17th. I learned to walk, speak, and be the American dream. Because I'm a dreamer, along with 800,000 other people. I want to ask all of you to help me defend a program that has allowed me to thrive in our community. Because we are your neighbors, your peers, your friends, and because we are people. Thank you.
Mallory will be doing a spoken word that will fade into a dance.
She's the prettiest poem, yet no one could read. The loudest sound, yet so quiet no one saw a thing. But here's the thing. She no longer wants to speak, because they took away her voice thinking she has nothing important left to say. Truth is, no one deserves to hear her thoughts without pain. This is Sean Shady.
Up next is Carlos with the rap piece that he made himself.
First, I want to start off by saying thank you for everyone who came out here supporting me. Second, I want to say R.I.P. Lil Ruben and salute MME, long live. Give me a second. Shout out to all my boys back on the block out there slaying that rock. Not everybody produced the same. Not everybody built the same. Somehow everyone to jump in the game. A young cat, Ruben, at the age of 13, was taught by his moms, go to school, come back home. So one night he saw his boy get shot in the dome. My bad. That's when he realized nobody makes it past 18 where he's from, the Grove, 6'5", where everyone wants to roll in the caddy, the drop top, at that. Where everybody wants to wear the gold and look all flashy. Everybody wants to floss. But then Lil Ruben realized in the game that was lost, he didn't really care. He thought about it. Man, I still want to floss. I still want to put my mom in a $5 million house. Thinking back, man, I'm gonna floss. My bad. You realize the game that was lost, you could end up dead. Man, you could end up in the pen. Think about all the time you're gonna spend. Lil Ruben's message was just, man, everybody wants to flash cars, flash clothes, but nobody ever spoke about what happened behind all that. All the work you had to put in, all the grind. And Lil Ruben said, ain't no player here to stop my grind. No, I'm really sorry that I didn't really get to finish all this piece. That was on me, but, you know, rest in peace, Lil Ruben, and I want to thank all y'all for coming out. Everybody, especially everybody that came out just to support me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
with the dance piece. I didn't do that.
I'm jealous, I'm overzealous. When I'm down, I can go down. When I'm high, I go down. I get angry, baby, believe me. I can love you just like that, and I can leave you just as fast. But you don't touch me. 'Cause if you did, baby, I'd touch you too. No, you don't touch me. 'Cause if you did, baby, I'd touch you too. 'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. So keep them out of me, and I'll remind you. Let's get the glory, all our problems. 'Cause we got the kind of love that takes us all far. Yeah, I got issues. One of them is home, but I need you. You do shit on purpose. You get mad and you break things. Feel bad, try to fix things. But you're perfect. Fully wired circuit. And got hands like an ocean. Push you out, put you back in. 'Cause you don't touch me. 'Cause if you did, baby, I'd touch you too. No, you don't touch me. 'Cause you see it from the same point of view. 'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. So give them all to me, and I'll remember you. Let's get the glory, all our problems. 'Cause we got the kind of love that takes us all far. Yeah, I got issues. One of them is home, but I need you. I got issues. You. One of them is home, but I need you. I got issues. You.
Up next is the dance team and their piece. Don't say Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone again for coming out because this was a really hard task and I didn't really know until like a week ago that I was managing, so pretty scary. Also, I didn't know until today that I'd be up here announcing anything, so that was also really scary. I'd like to thank all the amazing performers and walkthrough arts we had. I know my piece, Colors of Emotion, actually did pretty well, and I was supposed to be a part of that, but this got thrown on me, and thank you, Desiree, for doing all that. If the performers could come up so everyone can give y'all another round of applause.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out and all of these performers for doing this on their free time. And if y'all are coming volunteer, y'all can get free pizza.
That I'm dressed, ain't it? Khakis pressed, Nike shoes, crispy and fresh lace, so I guess it ain't that aftershave of cologne that made him just faint. Plus I showed up with a coat fresher than wet paint. So if love is a chess game, checkmate. But girl, your body's banging, jump me in, bang, bang, bang. Yes, sir, Bob, I was thinking the same thing. So come get on this kid's rock, bob with the bob, dang, dang. Pow, 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 chicka bow, chicka wow, wow. Got your girl, woman of a pow, 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 pow. And slow it down, throwing the town to the town. Throw it down, I don't know how, how, how. At least I know that I don't know. Question is, are you both so smart enough to feel stupid? Hope so. Now kick shoes off, let your hair down. All night long. Pull your beard out, just weird out. All night long. We're gonna rock this house until we knock it down. So turn the volume loud, 'cause it's spin to the AM. So break the bass up like crazy. Let yourself go, let yourself go. Say it before we kick the bucket.